Okay, so from our interactive map, we could start there. Either way, we need to get a purchase order, and there's even a lot of different ways. We could start and we could put in a vendor and then create a purchase order, or let's just go right to the purchase order and start a new one. So it's going to ask us for the vendor, and we'll just start at the very top. We're going to start Black Diamond. So we have Jack Black, but he's not the one we want. So let's add new vendor, Black Diamond. And they are in some really cool place, Rock Haven. Are they out of Salt Lake City?
They are.
That's cool. I think I did that. That's appropriate. 8, 4, 7. Okay, we would get other things if they needed it. Their email, they're active, and we are going to add them as a payee. Perfect. So it already knows right here that that's the vendor I'm working with, and I want to do basic live, and this is receiving my first shipment of okay, I don't know the amount. I don't even know what we're going to put on there, how much we're going to cost. So I'm just going to leave it blank, and then we'll come back and fix that later. So yes, we have the items. That's important. Otherwise, it won't show up in the system. So we're going to add that PO. Okay, so let's go in and add what we have. So it's going to want us to add our items by searching for them in case we have them before. So once we set this up, if we do another PO with Black Diamond, we'll come in and everything will be set up. We could just add, oh, hey, we got 15 more harnesses. But we have to set it all up for the first time. So let's go in and we'll set it up. So back on our, you know what I'm actually going to do first? Let's go to this first. I'm going to pop out of here for just a minute. And I'm going to go into my inventory, and I'm going to set up some product categories because I already know we wanted to categorize these, and I don't want to have to change it for everyone. So let's go in and just set up our categories. So this is super easy. I just went into my inventory homepage and I said I'm going to add new categories. And we had hardware. Let's make sure we have that actually. Nope. You can see this has obviously been used for a lot of different things. So add that category. We had shoes. Is that there? Okay. Shoes. Yeah, we could put climbing shoes. Harnesses. I'm sure no one has harnesses in there. Got it. Oops. We'll make sure no one had membership. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Once again, this is just a play site here, so it has a whole bunch of
random stuff.
But ideally, it would be just specific to Zoom or
guiding and helmets. Okay. So I was just checking because there was all sorts of stuff in there, but you see these pop in super fast. So we've got them all in there. Now we've got things like guiding, hardware, harnesses. Okay, so now my product categories are in there. I'm going to go back to my PO. Okay, so let's see. We wanted to add first from Black Diamond some quick draws.
Okay, so you have a choice here, okay? You saw that Camp had quick draws, Pencil had quick draws, and Black Diamond had quick draws. Are we going to sell them all as just general quick draws, or are they vendor specific? Black Diamond quick draw, Pencil quick draw. Perfect, no problem. Vendor specific.
I'd say with a lot of other items, some items you would definitely want to sell generic, but you're right, exactly. For your case, something like that makes a big difference. You definitely sell vendor specific when you're talking gear. People want gear from a certain vendor, but when you're selling water at your store, maybe you don't care who it came through, so you can put it as a generic item, or you can sell your candy bars. No one cares if you bought it from Walmart or Costco or Mars company themselves. So that's a difference. But like you said, this instance, you want to buy it from the vendor specifically. So we'll look, there was nothing quick under Black Diamond. There won't be any of these, so we're going to have to add it. So Maybe what we should do is, since they're black diamond, we'll put a BD at the beginning of all of them. Black diamond quick draws. And we want them to monitor the categories, excuse me, not quantities. I don't even know what that is. And you can...
Let's say we've got 30 of them, 2 up at the top.
Okay, perfect. You can put as many notes as you want, and you can detail out all your notes that you like. So we got 30 black diamond quick draws, and we're not going to put a reference number right now.
But our cost, let's say
Cost
that it's
per.
$90.95 per. We're going to end up selling it for like 15 or 20 or something like that. Okay.
Okay, so 15, and we want to use the sell price.
So just flip that.
So they're taxable. Looks good. We're going to add the item. Okay, back on our list. What do we have next? Belay devices. Okay. It's not in there, so we're going to pop in here, black diamond, belay device. And I mean, if you had this, it would be so much more detailed out as well. They have all their different kinds and their specs, and they have their reversals, and they have their regular ATCs, and et cetera, et cetera. You can put them all in as specific as you wanted, but for right now, we're just going to do belay devices. So,
let's say we have 20 of those as well.
Okay. 20. So the received quantity is right at the top. If I skip that, I could go back in and edit it, so it's okay. But we're going to put it under hardware, and our description.
Let's pretend that these are ATCs, so black diamond, ATC, air traffic controllers, basic belay device.
Basic delay device.
I guess that's true. It does delay a little, right?
Delays the fall.
That's great. Okay, so how much were these per?
It's less expensive for sure, probably. Let's say it's $6 a piece.
6. Okay.
Cost.
Sounds good.
But
And
we're going to sell these ones. This is important to people who are willing to pay.
Right, right.
So, yeah, we're going to easily go 12, and let's actually go 15.
Okay.
Somebody's got $14.95 or something to that effect. Okay, so a little higher markup.
Sounds good. Going to use the sell price. Okay, yep, that's a much higher markup for us, taxable. All right, we're going to add that item. So back on our list, we've got carabiners. Add that item number. Black diamond. Carabiners. How many do we get of these?
Well, we put a few of these guys.
50.
50? Okay, these are just regular carabiners?
We'll call them hot wires. So black diamond hot wire.
We could do the locking carabiners. Have you seen the ones with the magnets on them?
I haven't seen those.
Oh, so instead of like, you know how you have the screw lock, so this one, instead of having the screw lock, it has these 2 magnets on the side that when it closes, it has a magnet in the nose, and it pulls the 2 little metal things on the side in, so it locks that way, and then she's just unlock it, just pinch it, pull it open. And then it stays, it has like little springs in it, so they stay open when you push the gate in. When you pop it in, the magnet just pulls them right in. Unlock it.
That's cool.
It's nifty.
Huh.
All kind of cool.
Yeah, they're going all sorts of cool places.
So we'll probably want to put that this is a carabiner in the description.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The hot wires are the ones with the wire gate, right?
They have a wire gate, correct. Let's pretend that we get a deal because we get so many of them. Let's say that this is $3.50 a piece, but we're going to sell them for $6.95, something like that.
Okay. So we got sell price. All right. Going through. And this, you guys have already seen this. This just shows you your markup or your profit margin. So you can adjust that and you can play with it until you get it to the place you want. Or Jake, as you saw before, this is the sell price calculated on the fly. Is the other option?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mark everything up.
2.15%.
Exactly. So just put it in there, mark it up. So when my cost changes, if I get more on a different PO, and I say, oh, the cost went up to $4.25 for these, it's automatically going to mark it up that percentage. So I never have to change that. So
it kind of depends on the model. Like some people don't want to see $7.37. They want to see it exactly to $5.95 or something. So then you say, you know what, I'm just going to play the game and go sale price only. And then I get to dictate what that price is versus a perfect markup on the cost.
So just to show you guys kind of what's happening as we've been putting these in, this is our PO we're building. So it's to Black Diamond. And this is showing that, okay, already we've got quick draws, we've got belay devices, we've got carabiners on our purchase orders. So this is what we're pulling in. So, what was that?
He's talking trad gear. Like,
Oh,
the cams.
nice. The cams, yeah.
So, yeah, and those are all different sizes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
those,
you get that.
you would want to detail those way out. We're
Those
going
have
to
different sizes
some
and different costs.
harnesses
Doesn't
with
get the
that.
part that you can attach to the market price. Does that go across all items? Or just for that design?
There's a setting you can actually set. Like if you have a standard that you always follow, say I'm always at 2% markup, or I'm always at a 2.5 markup or something. You can actually set that, and it'll roll it in. But there's also some tools that we have, like global markup tools. Like if you're like looking at it, oh my goodness, we're losing our shorts, you can go to this special tool. You have to have the permission for it. And then all of a sudden it says, here's what you got, here's what your markups are, even calculated according from sale price. You're like, oh my goodness, I need to go this one, this one, this one, this one. You guys are all, like you can manage your prices very quickly. That's a variable that we can control. Price is just what's determined between you and the customer. Cost, you can't flip-flop cost without affecting financials, because that's actually your root, that's kind of almost a given. You can't really flip-flop that. We like to flip-flop price as much as you want. So
You got good hagglers.
Oh yeah, well actually the
Yeah.
industry that we came from was used car dealership and trailer dealership. The whole thing we did was we had to haggle, because like that's where we started. So like imagine something like this. Hey, how about 5,000 for this, and I'll throw in this. And they're working all kinds of magic and deals, and so we had to kind of add that flexibility. That's where we came from. We kind of think about that. Good question.
So we put this in a different category, right? Because these are our harnesses. We want to label it or detail it out like that. So how many of these did we get?
Let's just say 10.
10? Okay, great. And they cost,
These are a little bit more, probably easy 27 or so.
okay, let's do 27. And we want to sell them for,
Let's say 45-ish or so. Who knows?
yeah, I bet they,
55.
I was going to say, I bet they sell them for 55, 60, 55.
Some are upwards of 90.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially your black diamond, some of those are expensive. Okay, so we'll add that item. So I think thus far, this is what we had with Black Diamond. We wanted to get, that's what we were bringing in from this vendor, and it looks like we've accomplished that. We have our quick draws, blade device, carabiners, harnesses. So we have got that in. This is all, oh, so one thing that it will show me right here is I didn't know how much this PO was because we're kind of creating it. If you got a purchase order that said what you got in, it would give you a total. You could put that in the beginning. But I didn't know how much it would be. So this is saying right here, telling me to check my math, that it's not correct. So all I need to do is go back in and edit the main, kind of just to show how this is broken apart. This up here is your main information, who it's tied to, its ID number, various things like that. These are your line items, right? So that makes a lot of sense. But since it's up in my main, I'm going to go edit main. I'm going to come back down here. Actually tells me how much the total is for right now. So we're going to pay them $863.50 for all of this, and we are going to edit that. So now it's happy. The amount's correct. It's satisfied. So this PO is happy. So if I was at my PO homepage, I actually probably should have showed you before. If I would have come in before, it would have had a frowny face by that PO because it's flagging and saying, wait, this doesn't make sense. It says it's 0, but you brought in a lot of items that cost a lot of money. So, exactly. Yeah. What's going on there? Tony's rock climbing shop. So, anyhow, so that's our first PO. But from right here, we can create a new one. We already brought in all that stuff. We can go to Petzl. Did you guys want to try one, or do you want me to do the
Let's
more
pick one of
generic?
these guys, and you can pick whoever you want to give up some pain.